Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender embrace. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm at Everette, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. If you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and you can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, or you can go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM and 88.9 FM WMVA.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to YouTube right now and click on our Crystal Records 1 page, CRISTO. Subscribe, share it, and we promise we'll shout you out later on.
Shout out, shout out.
Miss E, how was your weekend?
Well, I had one of the greatest weekends in the whole wide world, Miss Hinton. It was off the chain. It was all, just a wonderful, wonderful weekend. The weather was fine. I didn't do too much of anything, but sit back and relax.
Oh, that sounds marvelous. You didn't do much of anything, nothing?
I sat back, relaxed, and prepared myself for Monday.
Oh my goodness. You had the whole day just go by you.
Just let it go
nothing
by.
Memorable or exciting happen?
Well, I went to one of my friends' event yesterday, and it was off the chain. Great event. So I want to say hats off to my good friend, Pastor Jeff Johnson.
All right. I had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Got a chance to relax, work a little bit, grandson over, it was just a marvelous, marvelous Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Oh my goodness. Now listen, you all, I can't go past this. Something happened to me so wonderful with my pie business, and we'll talk about that at another time, but I almost forgot about that, Mr. E. Something really marvelous, and I'm just so excited. I'll share it with you all as we get closer to launching the Royal Ladies Pie. So very happy about that. But Mr. E.
Just before you go there, I
Yes.
forgot one thing.
Yes.
I celebrated my granddaughter's sweet 16 birthday.
Yes.
So we want to say happy birthday to Treasure. Happy belated birthday to Treasure. She turned sweet 16.
All right. Happy birthday, Treasure. And good morning. Sheila Robbins is on with us. You all make sure you let us know that you're there, and we'll shout you out.
That's right.
Mr. E, this is Monday's Sports Talk. Woo! tell you what, I was so anxious to get here on today because I'm talking about a Sunday, the NFL season, week 5, and it was 5 year.
That's right.
But I tell you what, Mr. E, we got a very special guest. I don't want to keep going on and on
I
without
think
introducing
we got we got a
Mr.
line problem.
Brian Fuller. Good morning, young man.
Good morning.
I think that's technical. I think that's technical.
And Mr. E,
You-
how are you all doing?
You sound mighty good today. We're going to have to find out why.
Well, I'm just very thankful just to open my eyes
See?
up and to be able to give me some coffee and to be able to come to one of the greatest, most talked about shows in the whole wide world. The Sports Talk Monday, and you know that Mr. E has got to get the tea.
Well, Mr. Fuller, I'm under the impression that you got a smile, you got a Kool-Aid smile on. And we're going to find out why, but tell our folk a little bit about yourself.
I am a regular here.
Absolutely.
Having from the state of Oklahoma, the 580 Boys is the show that I host on the BGC Sport Network.
Yes.
I'm not too far from the city of Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, an hour away. So, I do get a lot of Dallas Cowboys on my timeline, but not today.
Oh, crickets. Is it crickets, Brian?
It's crickets.
You don't hear nothing.
I'm almost thinking we have to have a moment of silence.
Somebody died. We're going to find out. This is our NFL season, week 5.
That's right.
And talking about fire and some great games. I wonder if we should address the elephant in the room, though, first, Brian. What you think?
I think that what we should do is go from the beginning and find out who kicked it off. That was Thursday, October the 5th.
Okay, let's start with that, and then we won't definitely.
With the Chicago Bears jumping on the Washington Commanders.
Now, Mr. E, you can't talk about the Bears today. You can't talk about Reverend Edward Johnson today. The Bears came through.
That's right, and he was sitting right there in the stadium of Washington. Yes, he was at the Commanders game, and he saw firsthand that the Chicago Bears beat the Commanders.
Now, Brian, are you surprised?
Nope.
Yes, I was very surprised. I had foolishly picked the Commanders to win at home. I thought the Commanders were a complete team, but I was so deceived.
And that's because
they look like they still got to get it together.
Ooh.
To lose to the winless Bears, so shout out to the Bears.
So you throwing shade all the way around, but you know what? You got every right to throw shade.
Yeah, and we're gonna find out why.
That's out there.
Okay, so listen. So the Bears came through 40-20.
That's right.
63,000 and more in attendance.
That's right.
The Bears did pretty good. I mean, I was a little shocked because of the record their season with the Bears, but the Bears act like they wanted to play some ball.
That's right. That is so true. Then we look at on Sunday, all the games that happened on Sunday, that the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Buffalo Bills. Who would have ever thought that the Jaguars would have put some binders on the Buffalo Bills, who had one of the greatest records?
Brian, are you surprised?
Yes, I'm surprised at that one. That's another pick that I was in error on.
Me too.
The Bills have been playing pretty strong the past couple of weeks. They beat the Miami Dolphins.
That goes to show
they were looking back into form of the Bills team that could make a Super Bowl run.
That goes to show you don't know about football.
Surprisingly, in London now, they were over. They were
absolutely.
I don't know if they might have drank too much beer or ate
Too
something.
much
But
activity.
Buffalo wasn't up on their game.
I know.
And
Yes.
showed me that they still have something that they're working with.
That's
I was
because you don't
surprised.
know nothing about football.
But Mr. E, I was surprised too because Buffalo was a good team.
Yeah, Buffalo was a real good team. I mean, they was off the chain, but when they beat when the Jacksonville Jaguars beat them on yesterday, then we go down to Indianapolis, Coach Miss Hinton, and then we turn around and the Tennessee Titans. You join up. What y'all gonna do with the Tennessee Titans? They done kick y'all again. The Indianapolis Colts 23-16.
That was a good game, but that was a slow-moving game. I mean, the Colts came through, but it was tight.
That's
Brian.
Right. And yeah.
Yes.
The Titans. Now, they got a good brand, right?
Nope.
The Titans have a good brand.
That's right.
They just couldn't get it done with the Colts, who their starting quarterback got injured, Anthony Richardson.
Absolutely.
Concerned about that. But Gardner Minshew, him and his mustache, with the young man, Moss, I believe his name was, he ran real big yesterday. And the Colts, now that was a divisional game too. So the Colts, they're looking like they can make some noise in the AFC South.
Yes.
You know, Miss Hinton, I looked over at the clock and I said, let me address the elephant.
Yeah, we're going to, I tell you what, because we want to take some good time talking about this. Let's turn the page. Mr. E. Let me talk. Let me say something. Then I'm going to let you and Brian rock and roll. Woo! Talking about a game on yesterday. We had the Dallas Cowboys versus Mr. E. What is it, San?
I don't know.
Come on now. You say it. I want you to say it.
I'm not going to say it.
The 49ers.
I refuse to say the 49ers.
All right, then. Well, I tell you what, we're going to let Brian say it. Brian. First of all, let me congratulate you all on a game. Y'all was fire. You all were rocking and rolling. Right. And at one time, I thought I was looking at a cartoon. Y'all was knocking Cowboys out the way so fierce and ferocious. I said, what's going on? Brian, tell us about this game, the 49ers versus the Cowboys. The score, Mr. E, was?
And the score was the Cowboys.
All of the sports analysts and the entire America was tuned in to the game of the week.
That's right.
Some have said it was supposed to be the game of the year, where we could all see who was the strongest team in the NFC and the NFL. And the 49ers proved that again with another big win, 42-10 in Santa Clara on Sunday night in front of millions of viewers. They dominated from the start of the game to the ending. You know, Miss Lady Henry, you remember the movie Rocky?
Yes.
I know we all seen Rocky. And there was that one movie where they talk about throw the towel in when he was fighting Apollo Creed. That's what I was empathizing in the fourth quarter for fans like Mr. E.
I tell you.
I was saying, stop the bleeding. Don't do him like that.
It was a
don't do him like that. Please.
You know,
don't run over Michael Parsons and Armstrong and all them guys like that. Don't do that defense like that.
But listen,
that's gonna crush them in.
But Brian, and I want Mr. E to answer this question. When the game first started, why did the Cowboys come out there all big and bad and rough? I thought they was acting too rough. I mean, when they first started, it seemed like they were out of character, Mr. E. It seemed like that wasn't them. And they were going all gangster in the first beginning, but then they got...
Well, let me jump in here since Brian talking all that smack. And you and
I'm asking a question.
Wait a minute. You and Brian want the railroad. You and Brian want to run the Cowboys down.
No.
So let me change the scene here. But the thing about it is, I want to say to Mr. Brian Fuller, your boys came out to play. I just want to let you know, y'all paid the commentators, y'all paid everybody that was out there that played the game, that was out there officiating the game. And not only was that you paid the commentator or the official, did you hear the official who was commentating the game? Them Cowboys just don't look like they come out to play. They better get it together. They better. I mean, the morale that you all put out there won't work fine. I know we was at your home stadium. I know that we came out, but there's going to be another time this year that you're going to meet them boys. And when you meet them boys the second time around, it's going to be on and popping.
But Mr. E, I don't agree with that. I believe that most people thought they were two good teams playing.
That's right.
It was any man's game.
That's right.
You all had the potential of winning just like the 49ers. But the thing about it is, the 49ers came out there like a ball of fire. You all tried it. You all seemed a little more like you was going to be too rough. Y'all were doing rough stuff. I mean, in the beginning, the first minutes of the game.
The man got hurt, but the man got him on the sideline and bent his leg.
But the thing about Mr. E, I think it worked for the 49ers because I'm telling you, at one time, I think it was in the third or fourth quarter, they was throwing Cowboys around like cartoons. It was amazing. Brian, come through.
Ms. Hinton, the display that the 49ers put on for us to see last night, yesterday evening, is that they are the top team in the NFL.
Well, wait a minute. Let's back up. Wait a minute, Brian. Back up. Pause, rewind, and back up. When the game first started, that there was two teams that played, the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Both of them had the same amount of rings.
Yeah, we saw the rings.
True that?
That's true.
True that?
But right now in the present.
Well, we understand the presence, y'all, and that's what I'm saying, Brian. Y'all won. Y'all beat the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all mutilated the Cowboys. You murdered the Cowboys. So
in every facet of the game.
And from offense to defense, y'all came to work. Y'all came to play. I mean, then you turn around in the fourth quarter and you put in your second string quarterback. I mean, you could do no wrong. Yesterday was your day. Yesterday, you couldn't do no wrong, and everything you did right. Well, McCockney, we stopped him, but you had another fullback that came out there. And let me tell you, I don't want to sound like I'm discriminating, but them Caucasian boys come out to play. If it weren't for them great white hope boys that you got on your squad, y'all would have never been.
I'm just telling you, McCaffrey, C-Mac did score a touchdown.
That's right.
He set a record. He's tied with your boy Emmett.
That's right.
14 games in a row with a touchdown.
Well, who he tied with?
Emmitt Smith.
Who's
Emmitt Smith?
Who's Emmitt Smith used to play with?
Them boys.
Okay, that's all you got to do is say the name. That he tied with who?
But that Caucasian is putting in that work.
That's right.
And he ran over the brothers.
I'm telling you.
He might not ran for 100 yards, but he had some big runs.
That's right. He did one. Well, now let's switch from McCartney. That's your running back, your great white Caucasian hope. Let's change that and go to that brother that did score well. And number 44, that fullback that did run well. Another Caucasian brother that, came out to play. I mean, your brothers did all the hard work and made it easy for them to win.
Well, yeah, definitely. Those guys are Pro Bowlers. The fullback is a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
He's known for blocking. And he's just good with hands. His hands are good.
Yeah.
The 49ers are a well-balanced team.
That's right.
That's right.
Dallas won't be able to beat them in November, December, January, because these guys their game is not going to regress as long as they staying healthy. You're going to have to bring it to beat the 49ers.
Yes.
And that's what I'm
Dallas
saying.
just showed they're not able to compete that job, Mr. E.
I
know you got a sample size of how your season is.
I just want to let you know, sir, that y'all did a wonderful job. Win, lose, or draw, but the shoe is on the other feet. So I want you to get all the glory you can get. Because, I said to myself, if anybody that's going to ride, I was at someplace last night, yesterday, and all they said, the Dallas Cowboys going to lose. One man went out to his car and came back with a San Francisco 49er jersey on and a hat. And I said to myself, Brian Fuller will call me in the morning. So, Mr. Brian Fuller, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and get your fame. You can go ahead and get your glory. You and Miss Hinton can talk about the Cowboys.
I gotta talk about y'all just like anybody else.
But see, here's the thing that you're not talking about. You're not talking about the New York Giants. You're not talking about You're talking about America's team, the one that's still on fire. This team is still on fire. You can't take anything away because there's 33 teams in the NFL, 32 teams in the NFL, and that's playing football. Everybody out there want a piece of them Cowboys.
Well, I tell you what, the 49ers got a piece of
they
Cowboys.
Got a piece.
Tell us, Brian, the season so far, the numbers for the San Francisco 49ers. Your season.
The 6-0?
The 6.
Oh.
This season.
Well,
5-0. And why are you all playing so good? What's going on here?
Well, it's just it starts with the coach. Coach Shanahan,
he's done a wonderful job.
Shanahan won at Denver back-to-back. So Kyle Shanahan has been knowing about football since he came out of his mother's womb. So he has the smarts to coach the championship team from his father. Then he was also part of that team in Atlanta that went to the Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator. So he got his players, they're believing in him. His quarterback isn't the greatest, but he's thriving in this system that Shanahan is putting down.
That's right.
With those star players, and they believe in themselves. So with the Eagles, I say the 49ers are the top team in the NFC.
All right. But look, what did the Cowboys do wrong? Mr. E, you can answer that too after Brian. But what is it that why do you think the Cowboys lost on yesterday in particular? Some of the things that they did that just was not, up to par.
Yeah, I would definitely say that they shouldn't have showed up.
Oh,
serious note, the Dallas Cowboys, they are without a star quarterback.
Wow.
Trayvon, Diggs.
Yes.
You could tell his impact was missing because the 49ers receivers were wide open.
Yes.
Open with Diggs present. And then it just seems like the run game, McCarthy, he wasn't throwing the ball to like CeeDee Lamb enough to the star players from Dallas and giving them guys a chance to get their shine on. So I'm putting the blame on Coach McCarthy. And he's putting Dak in a tough position. So they need another coach.
What I'm saying is what y'all did wonderful. I want to say the San Francisco 49ers, they really showed that the hard work that they put in.
But what did you all do, Mr.
What we did that didn't work for us is that, wasn't nothing gelling. They couldn't get it together. They had us all bound up. They tied us up from the beginning. They couldn't get off. I mean, they got held down. Parson. They held down our outfielders. The cornerbacks, and their running game and blocking was superb. What I can say that the Dallas Cowboys couldn't click. They couldn't get it on. They couldn't gel because the San Francisco 49ers, and I want to say is a well-oiled machine. They came out to play. They didn't come out. They're not taking any hostages. They doing a wonderful job while they're out there. So hey, my hat's off to the San Francisco 49ers. And Brian, y'all
You
did great.
bowing down. That's what I'm saying. That's really great, Mr. E. Let's talk about Philadelphia because I heard you mention Brian, Philadelphia. Now let's give them their props because they're doing some things this season as well. Give us your take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are definitely another top team in the NFL. They're undefeated along with the 49ers. They're only going to get better.
That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
They're playing some good close games, but I think they're more battle tested than the 49ers because they are winning from behind. Then they're holding opponents in tough and tight games. So, yeah, the Eagles they're still soaring. They're still flying high.
That's right. In order for them to get to the Super Bowl last year, who they had to knock down?
They beat the 49ers.
Okay, I thought to get there, you said it mighty soft and mighty slow, In order for them to get there, say it like you got, some, like you're a man. In order for the Philadelphia Eagles,
They got to come through, huh?
they had to come through they had to go through the San Francisco 49ers. Now, when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles that had to come through the San Francisco 49ers, what division that they're in?
Oh,
Brian?
Your Eagles, the Eagles are the NFC East, 49ers are in the West.
And who division are the Eagles in?
You got Dallas.
Okay, that's all I want to hear.
New York.
But look, Mr. E, before we keep that going, we got to give props to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got a Pittsburgh Steeler in the house here, Reverend Brooks.
Bumblebees.
And the Bumblebees came through.
Last
Mr.
night.
E, you talk about them all the time. Talk about them now.
Look, the Bumblebees came through by 7 points, and they had about 67,000 people there, Brian. And so the Bumblebees, the Pittsburgh Steelers, beat the Baltimore Ravens 17-10. Brian, what do you think that Lamont did wrong yesterday?
Yeah, Lamar, his receivers had too many drops.
Where was your boy
on
at?
the same page.
Where was your boy?
Oh, Lamar?
No, that plays with Lamar. OBJ.
Well, he's at home nursing. He's at home nursing that injury.
I'm so sorry the Ravens, hey, I thought they were going to come through, but the Steelers just jumped on their head. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
but
Steelers are still relevant.
But New England jumped out there too, Brian, and New Orleans beat the New England Patriots again. What do you think about New Orleans? 34-0. Has the coach for the New England Patriots, is he ready to retire yet?
They should have retired him last year as soon as Tom Brady left New England.
That's right.
Because that's what made Belichick relevant was Tom Brady, number 12. We see he's been gone for 3-4 years now. New England's been getting the doors blown off of them. I'm talking about they didn't even score a safety.
I want to mention. Go ahead, Brian.
They couldn't get a field goal.
That's right.
By the New Orleans Saints.
I tell you what.
Belichick let them blow him out like that.
That's amazing. What about the Chiefs and the Vikings? The Vikings was almost there, but they
almost
just
ain't good enough.
Ain't good enough. Then who else do we have? The Bengals and the Cardinals.
Here's what I want to hear your prediction because you're right there with my friend. Tonight's game. The Green Bay Packers versus the Raiders. Tell me, so Cedric can walk over to your house and bust your head wide open. Tell me who's gonna win tonight.
I already told Mr. Raider that they should be slicing some cheese tonight.
Ooh, for real?
They should be slicing and making some cheese dip.
So you saying
milk and bacon.
So you saying the Raiders gonna beat the Green Bay?
We're gonna see.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is gonna do his thing.
I believe you scared of Mr. Cedric Bailey. You think Cedric gonna bust your head open?
But he's just telling it like it is.
Hey, the Raiders need to be scared of Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs. They saying they about ready to get traded. They don't like losing.
Ooh. But I tell you what, Brian, thank you so much for being on. Of course, you're going to have to come back and get with us again on our Sports Talk segment. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be on you guys' show, and I appreciate you for inviting me. And it's still all love, Mr. E. It's still all love.
Love you so much, my friend. I told you that we gonna be boys, but yesterday we became enemies. Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, the Sports Talk on FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everette, the co-host. Don't forget to mark the date, October the 21st at 11 a.m. at 1765 South Military Highway. Our community against bullying. You don't want to miss it. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday.
Wow, Mr. E, week 5 was fire. I mean,
That's right,
everybody.
That's right.
I mean, did anything surprise you? Any team surprise you?
Miss
Mr. E?
Hinton, when I looked in it, I had told everybody, I'm gonna say this on. I have told you that the 49 was going to
I
win.
didn't want to say that. Guess why? Let me
I-
tell you why I didn't want to say it. Because I didn't want no cowboy out there to jump me for saying
But
that.
see, they know because them 49ers is a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
I mean, they got running backs and fullbacks in the backfield.
Good.
They
gracious.
got a quarterback that can. They got a well-oiled machine. They got tight ends. They did flea flickers last night. They showed out, and not only did they show out, but the defense showed out too.
Ooh.
I mean, so they played. You know, they're known for their defense. So just like the commentator said, you cannot all give it to the defense. You got to give it to the offense just as well.
I'm gonna tell you who I was surprised by. And my surprise was the Steelers and the Ravens. I was like, did the Steelers just beat the Ravens?
Now that's something to be shocked about because Lamar Jackson. I don't understand you, my brother. The Bumblebees stung y'all last night. The Bumblebees got you real good.
Yes.
And all I can do is shake my head, Lamar. You and your mama did a wonderful job in negotiating with your contract, but guess what? They're gonna take their money back from you.
Mr. E, we didn't get a chance to talk about the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos.
Well, when we look at the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos, Miss Hinton, there was 76,000 people that was there, and they won by 10 points. The New York Jets, well, you ain't expecting the Denver Broncos to do too much of anything. Russell Wilson is not doing a wonderful job down there.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get back to Seattle. So Russell Wilson, hey, look, you keep on playing like you're playing and keep on
going home.
You going home and you're going to sit down for a long time.
Ooh, I tell you what, there were some good games. The Bengals and the Cardinals, that was a really good game. The Giants and the Dolphins. Tell me what you think about it.
Well, the Giants, I expected to see the Dolphins beat the Giants. Miami just beat some New England Patriots 70-0. So I expect them to jump on New York.
So no surprise for you.
New York is in my division. So when you look at New York, you're looking at the bottom of the totem pole, which was like last year. There was the New York, there was the Commanders, there was Dallas Cowboys, and the Philadelphia Eagles. So now, when you look at New York and when you look at the Commanders, they're not going too far this year because, hey, they're not ready to play.
Oh, I tell you.
But the Dallas Cowboys going to make up for this.
You all have time. That's the thing about it.
And it's still early.
You lost this one, you can definitely make up. Because we forgot to mention our, our university players, Colorado.
That's right.
They came back. They came through, right, Mr. E?
And we're proud of them. Colorado. Dion, you did a wonderful
So you can
job.
always bounce back after a loss.
That's right. So this might be what the game of the year that everybody was looking at. Everybody was watching. Everybody was saying it was wonderful. It was wonderful. When you look at the stage was set for
Yes,
two dynamite teams. That was San
absolutely.
Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. That drew the money. That made some money. That made some box office. The hot dogs in San Francisco was $18 a hot dog,
Mm,
and
come
they
on
want
now.
Nathan's.
I need to bring a whole bunch. I want to say good morning, Sheila Robbins. How are you? She said, good morning, San Francisco 49 is all the way, honey.
You did wonderful.
Matthew Roman, Deborah Moon, Roberta Carter. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining us and for your support. So, Mr. E, your prediction for tonight.
Tonight's game, tonight's game, Miss Hinton. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers.
For real? How come?
The cheesehead got to redeem himself, and they're playing against a team that's really unstable. The Raiders are unstable, so
what's their season?
Their season ain't all of that. They have not done anything that you can write home to your mom about. So when you look at the Raiders, and you say to yourself, what are they doing? So the Raiders, let's say the Raiders, LA Raiders, come on,
Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers tonight. You all at 8:15. You can join in and see who's going to win.
Well, when you look at the Raiders and you look at their division and their standings, go back.
And I'm a little nervous to make predictions with these two teams. I'm just going to sit back and observe.
Well, Ms. Hinton, you got every right not to make a prediction. And when you look at their standards, you'll find that the Raiders are they're right there with they're 1-3. What do they got to lose?
What about Green Bay?
Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers, they got a lot to deal with. They're in the NFL. The Green Bay. They when you look at the Green Bay, you say to yourself, okay, Green Bay, what y'all gonna do? They are a great team. When you look at Green Bay, where they're big balls, they are 2-2.
Okay.
So you playing against the Raiders, which is a 1-3. Raiders trying to get some recognition. They trying to pull it together. But the Green Bay Packers, they're 2-2, so they trying to go 3-2.
So, Mr. E, we got week 6 coming up.
That's right. Are you ready for your prediction?
I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and predict. Go ahead.
Right.
Baltimore, Tennessee.
Denver and Kansas City, which is Thursday night.
Oh yeah, Thursday, October 12th.
I'm going with Kansas City.
Oh. All right, October the 15th on Sunday. Let's go ahead and do it.
Baltimore.
Oh, Washington and Atlanta.
ATL.
Minnesota and Chicago.
Minnesota.
Seattle and Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
San Francisco and Cleveland.
San Fran.
Carolina and Miami.
Miami.
Detroit. You said Miami. Detroit and Tampa Bay.
Detroit.
Indianapolis and Jacksonville.
Indianapolis.
New Orleans and Houston.
New Orleans.
New England Patriots and Las Vegas.
The Raiders.
Arizona and LA Rams.
The Rams.
Philadelphia and the New York Jets. Oh my goodness. All right, the New York Giants and Buffalo. And then that Monday, October the 16th, Dallas Cowboys and the LA Chargers.
Dallas.
All right.
Dallas.
Well,
so
you all,
I'll put my name down here, Miss Hinton, so you can have this, so you can bring it back next week. And let everybody know.
Well, we had a wonderful sports talk, and now we're going to announce our Community Against Bullying, a call to action. Now, there's Crystal Community Development Corporation's anti-bullying rally. It's going to take place on October 21, 11 o'clock a.m. in Chesapeake, Virginia, 1765 South Military Highway, Chesapeake, Virginia. We want you there. We want you bring your children, bring your family, your mama, your daddy. Bring your youth groups, because we have a banner competition for our youth, and the first place prize is $150. Second place, $100. Third place is $75. We need you to be there. We have some great speakers and we have some great special guests. Mr. E, tell us about our former NFL players.
My God, Miss Hinton, you know, we got some great NFL players that's going to be there. Mr. Johnny Walton of the Philadelphia
Yes.
Eagles. He was the first African American black quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. And then we got Mr. DJ Dozier, who played both football and baseball, and Heisman Trophy winner. And on that, we got Mr. Xavier Scott, who plays with the Carolina Panthers, and the team, Mr. Dallas Cowboy himself, Mr. Orlando Goodhope will be our special guest at our rally.
Yes, they're going to be out there talking to our youth, and we're just excited that they're going to take their precious time to inspire, you know, all of us. But our children are going to be able. My grandson said he was so excited he couldn't wait to, you know, to talk with them and everything. And so we'll get a chance to, you know, talk with them and let them just inspire all of us, along with other great speakers. We have the Chesapeake Police Department coming out for the kids to give them things and let them know about some of the things that they should do to remain safe and stay out of gangs and things like that. We have LJ Holloway, who is going to be speaking to the youth. We have entertainment. We have giveaways. We have just all kind of, who's the rapper? We have a rapper that's coming out. It's the Stars.
That's right. William T. Stars would be our special rapper guest. And it's good. And now, Miss Cynthia, we must also make mention that Team with the Purpose will be out there along with us. You don't want to miss this great event. That's October the 21st at 11 a.m. And for more information, you can call us at 757-470-0224. Miss Hinton, tell the folks about the banner competition. And what is the banner competition?
Yes, I told you just then that we have a banner competition for our youth. They can bring a banner just highlighting our anti-bullying theme, showcasing anything that's anti-bullying or anti-violent or positive, anything that has a positive message to it. We want you all to you have to come out there. You have to bring them. There's first, second, and third place prize, as I mentioned earlier.
That's right.
And all you have to do is call us at 757-470-0224, or you can email crystalcommunity@cox.net. That's CRISTO community@cox.net. And you can let us know. We have a youth group that's coming and want to be a part of the banner competition. Don't forget, we also have a book signing. Yolanda Hinton,
congratulations.
my 2 books. Bullying is right underneath your nose. And the newest book, The Diary of a Former Bully. I also will be doing a presentation of my newest game app, and you can get the game right now. You can go to your Google App Store for your Android, and you can go to apple.com for your iPad and iPhone. But we'll be talking about that, Mr. E. We'll be talking about Young Women Achieving Success Program, another program of Crystal Community. You can sign up, girls, 10 to 17 for our new season, and just get a lot of information on how to keep our kids safe, how we can unite to stop bullying, and how we can find solutions for this problem as well.
And don't forget, Miss Hinton, Mr. Frederick Dixon, who's going to be our special guest with our drum line.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the Shark City Drums and Dance Corps will be out there with us too. They're going to kick it off as we go into the great arena, as we bring on this our community against bullying, a call to action. Now you got to make it your business.
Yes.
You got to mark your calendar. You got to say, I'm going to be there, because you're going to learn vital information, great information on how I can prevent bullying from hitting in my neighborhood.
Today we're going to have a DJ. We'll have pizza and a dialogue, panel discussions as well. Come on out, support our community against bullying. A call to action now. Well, we want to thank New Galilee. Also, Reverend Wilson, he'll be there. George Wilson, he is a former Chesapeake Police, South Norfolk Police, and he's going to talk to us about some things that you're going to want to hear. especially our parents. But Mr. E, we're so excited about that. Also, don't forget to meet us this evening. We're going to be on for a
That's
while
right.
and
That's right.
everything. And I want to thank all those that are part of the team. We have volunteers and we have folk that are really, really putting the effort into making this a wonderful event. So look, don't forget that. Don't forget you can also be a part of our giveaways and your company. You can be a vendor if you would like. We've been mentioning that, a sponsor, vendor. You can call us. Miss D's going to give you numbers. Oh, well, you can call 757-470-0224. So Miss D's going to tell us how you can be a special guest sponsor and intern with FYI. And look, don't forget to join us tonight on all social media platforms at 6 o'clock p.m. for FYI After Dark.
That's right. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us at Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. That's it. That's all you got to do. Let us know that you like to be our special guest. You like to sponsor the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. And we've been running about 8 years now. Am
in
I
November
right?
it'll be 8 years, Miss C.
8 years running. Bring you nothing but the very best for the past 7 years.
All right. Look, don't forget to join us tonight at 6 p.m. You all are definitely a blessing. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you this evening.
2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and 2 down. Dallas, hold your head up high. Don't look like at the ground. There's nothing down there. Bounce back.
All right.
Dallas will bounce back. Dallas will bounce back. The next team, they're going to hurt you real bad. Dallas will bounce back. Deuces.